Good evening. Did I kill my
Silent.
audio? Oh,
No.
sorry.
There we
Okay.
go.
All
Welcome
right.
to the NYXUS podcast. Whoa,
Sorry.
everything froze. Welcome, technology. Uh,
Hey.
Tonight, another special episode. You guys have heard me speak about the Avalon Rock Fest. You guys have heard me announce that I was going to be the MC and I was nervous. And well, these are the lovely people that I'm going to be spending the day with. Damien
Don't be
from
nervous.
Blue Ridge Humane Society, CJ, that you've met last week. Sharon with Boxer Butts and Other Mutts, and Kenny from.
Awaken the
Uh,
dream.
there you go. I was like, awake in a dream. No, awake in the dream. There we
Awaken
go.
the dream. A lot of people do that, but it's awake in the dream. I don't know where that came from. It was just an epiphany, and we were like, "Hey, I like that. Let's use it."
It's a good name. It's a good name, but I won't lie. After a year and 4 months of doing this and so many episodes, some names kind of mesh together. I
I totally
promise
understand.
by May 18th, I will not mess up your name. I
That
promise.
is quite okay. No worries. No worries.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tonight, I'm opening the podcast to these lovely people to talk about what is Avalon Rockfest, where does it come from, and who are we helping with this. We're going to have to open the night with Kenny because they're busy, and they're rehearsing. So I'm just going
All
to give
right.
the floor to CJ first. CJ, what is Avalon Rockfest?
Well, Avalon Rock Fest was an idea that I thought of a couple of years ago, and I've actually worked with um, Blue Ridge Humane Society over the past few years, doing several festivals. And the festival used to be called something else. It used to be called Rock and Roll Truth Music Fest, and the band kind of rebranded, and we kind of got Avalon from the band's name, and we just kind of rolled with that, and it kind of caught on. And I always make it a point to work with some type of charity that works with rehoming pets or adoption services with pets and things like that. Because I'm a big pet person, and of course I
Oh
know you
Lord,
are too,
yes.
Melanie. And
Oh yeah, we love our dogs
yeah,
and our kitties. It's just we have dogs, but
I mean, dogs, cats, name them. I mean, I
but
just adore.
iguanas, sea urchins. I don't care. I love all
Bring
of them.
them all, absolutely.
the this year I've split the charities with Boxer Butts and Other Mutts and Blue Ridge Humane Society. So we're kind of doing double this year, and looking forward to a great festival and helping those two charities out.
Absolutely. And Kenny's going to be performing with the band at this festival.
Hmm.
Give us a little rundown of the band. Who are you guys? Where do you come from? What do you do?
Oh gosh, there's so many. It's such a long story. I'll try to be brief. Well,
Uh,
the bass player and I have played together for nearly 20 years in various incarnations of the band, and we we and one of the singers actually we went to school with. I mean, and have to give you a little backstory too. You call him CJ, I call him Jive Man. There's a long story behind there, but everybody has a nickname. He's like, don't tell them that.
Oh my
But
God!
we've been like this since we were what, kindergarten. So you could say we go back. And in 1988, we started our band. Well, first of all, we played with his parents, who really ushered in, you know, teaching us a lot about the music business and music and playing. And that I would get the evil eye from his mom. She was playing drums when I would just do something, and she's like, don't do that, don't do wanky, just play the song, okay. But she was so fantastic, and they did, and his dad too, and they taught us so much. And then we, like I said, we started our band. And originally this was actually, I mean, if you don't mind me saying, Jiver, about kind of um the genesis of kind of how this particular project got started is that in 2015, and this was a lot due to his efforts, we were able to round up several of the active members of Euphoria, and we did a reunion show, and it was a huge success. I don't know, we probably had what, 300 people in that room. It was so crazy. And the singer actually lives in Oregon. now. So I mean, he has to make special accommodations, with his job and everything else to be here. And he actually had shoulder surgery this year and was unable to make it. Otherwise, it would have been another reunion. We also had another one last year that was so successful, and we just have a blast just getting up there and doing the music that we grew up on, and that we really cut our teeth on. But as far as Awaken the Dream, like I said, we've been together as this band. We've been together now for almost 10 years, and like I said, one of the singers, we her name is Dina, and we went to school together. um and right now we're doing a lot of progressive stuff. I mean, we're doing mostly covers. We are gonna try to bring out a few original songs. I imagine that we'll probably have about an hour and 5 hour and 10 minutes to play at this particular festival. So we're just going to try to kind of pick some of our better stuff, and we're opening the show, and a lot of that's because our drummer, who I will affectionately refer to as Stomp. His name is actually Art, but we call him Stomp. We use an electric kit live, and a lot of the things that we do are triggered from that. So he, it's just so much easier for us to do our thing, and then we get our stuff off stage, and then Rob puts his kit up. So, and then the rest of the bands can use the acoustic kit. So, I mean, because it wasn't, anything like us being divas. We just had to, it's kind of a gear issue. And then we're up there, we get everything off, and then, everybody else can get up and rock. Yeah, I think so. And just talking about the logistics, but yeah, we're so looking forward to it, because we just, we always say we're just like excited puppies when we play. And speaking of puppies, I mean, anytime we get a chance to help out, these great charities. I mean, because a few years ago we were actually part of another festival that helped out Boxer Butts and Other Mutts, and like I said, Jabra was talking about, and the 4-year reunions are always charitable events, and usually it's either Blue Ridge or what was the other Humane Society we did? There was another one, wasn't there?
Well,
was it Buncombe County?
The first one we did, I didn't start working with the Blue Ridge Humane Society till the second one. The first one was Man of Food Bank.
That's right. We sure did, which was also a worthy cause. So, we just like to do stuff to help out, people in the community, and since animals are people too.
I'll be honest with you. Most of the times, I prefer the company of my dog than to most people. But
have you seen those memes that say I love my dogs and maybe 3 other people?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, and I've seen a lot of them that say, just as human beings, we don't deserve dogs, and I'm like,
we don't.
Oh, come on, tell me, because we just adopted back in October from the what's it called, the Pet Project, the WLOS does.
Okay.
My wife went and got her. We had just lost our teacup Chihuahua, and so she wanted another one, but we went, and she was like, she saw this, and she's actually a Vizsla chocolate lab mix, and she talk about spoiled. She rules the roost, and she knows it. So her name is Luna. But so yeah, we wouldn't take nothing for her. So anytime you can go, I think it's a good thing to do, to adopt. So
absolutely.
But yeah, we're just really excited about it, and want to have a really good showing, and do all the promotion we can so that we get people out there. And
for now, if people want to get acquainted with your sound, with your band, where can we find you guys?
No, we are on YouTube. Probably the best avenue would be our Facebook, because we have probably posted more on Facebook. It's just our website is awakeinthedreamband.com. And then if you go on Facebook and do any sort of search, it should just be Awaken the Dream or Awaken the Dream Band. And we've got some videos posted, some of the more recent stuff. I think one of our versions of the Heart song Barracuda is on there. That's one that Dina really kills in particular. So that one's always a lot of fun to play. So
I really like that song. Definitely.
Yeah, we do that one, and she does a really good job with Evanescence, and we're doing a couple of Journey songs, because I mean, let's face it, I ain't got the pipes for that. So I mean, it's just like, how high can you sing? Okay, all right, because I'm a huge Journey fan. So one of the songs we're doing is like kind of for me, because Jobber can attest to this. We dedicate songs to a lot of people, so that one's to me. So I won't spoil the surprise, but anyway, so yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll probably have time to rip out, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 songs, because we don't want to run late and run the risk of, somebody else not having their ample time. So we want to make sure that everybody's has their time, has their moment, and gets to show their stuff. Because my wife and I just went and saw Avalon's Fate the other night at what was it called? The place in Waynesville.
Oh, the Scotsman.
The Scotsman. I kept wanting to say the Scots Yard. I knew that wasn't right. And it's really, really great sound. They had a great sound for that room. And it was just, I'm just tight with all those guys. So, and the guys in Crimson Moon too. They're going to be there, and it's going to be a fun show. It really is. We're really excited about it.
Oh, it's a great lineup.
It is. It really is.
And for some amazing causes, guys. When the money can go to a cause, especially to help animals, like what?
Absolutely.
What's not better to spend money to help animals? Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah. Well, Kenny, exactly. I appreciate you taking some time from your practice. I don't want to keep you for too long.
Well, we have to get to it. But
we'll get you guys on an interview so we can talk with the band and get the full story.
Absolutely. That sounds great. We will bore you with all the details. But thank you guys so much. It was great to see you all, and thank you all for being part of it. Jobber, give me a call. We'll get all the details worked out. And thank you,
buddy.
We appreciate you guys.
Have a good night, Kenny.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya.
Bye. So we're gonna have some great bands, some great bands. We might be joined by some other people during the interview. We'll see. If not, we'll introduce them. But for now, we have Damien, we have Sharon. Amazing causes that I want to take some time to talk about. So we'll switch around. We won't just focus. We'll one question, and we'll just have a conversation. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about what you guys do. What are we helping?
I'll go first. I'm Sharon. I'm with the Rescue Boxer Butts and Other Mutts. We're a rescue out of Arden. We're a small rescue.
Just gotta say, I love the name. Boxer Butts and just the name is super cute.
So we don't just do boxers. That covers everything. The rescue was formed in 2001 by Heidi Wagner. She had a partner at the time, but for about 2 years, and then she moved to another state. So Heidi basically runs it herself. The mission of the rescue was always to help the underdogs, the dogs that nobody else really takes, that they just walk on by. Usually it's dogs with medical needs or behavior issues or things like that. Once we get the dogs in the rescue, we fully vet them, whatever it costs medical wise. We make sure they get that care. We rehabilitate them, then we adopt them out. Sometimes dogs come in, they end up not being able to be adopted out. They become sanctuary dogs. We are 100% volunteer. We are foster based. We don't have a facility. So all of our animals, whether they're dogs or cats, we even have a donkey in the rescue, they are in foster homes.
That's amazing. You guys have a lot of people that help you foster those animals?
We do. We have a good foster base. We're always looking for more fosters. You can never have enough fosters. So, that's...
Do you take fosters that already have pets?
Yes, absolutely.
And kids?
And kids. Well, we don't take kids, but they can have kids.
I was thinking maybe making an exchange, my 3-year-old for like 3 puppies, because I think he's maybe 10 puppies, to be honest, because he's that much energy. Definitely 10 puppies.
Yeah.
What about you, Damien?
Well, first, thanks for having me, Melanie and CJ. I think it's a great opportunity for us to explain who we are as well. And Sharon, I just want to say I've been to the Boxer Butts and Other Mutts bingos. I love those events. I think sometimes we probably help each other on the fundraising side, and so I appreciate you sharing your mission and what you guys do. At Blue Ridge Humane Society, we have been a shelter for approximately 60 years. We've been around for about 64 years. We have an excellent volunteer base, but we could always use more. And we're more of a limited admissions shelter, which means, we will take in as many as we're able to foster out. And then once we have additional capacity, we will then reach out to the county shelter to try and take more animals in so that they could be homed as opposed to other outcomes that could potentially happen. Our facility is out actually near Edneyville before you would get down the hill at the Intercontinental Divide in Lake Lure. And so being a part of Henderson County, there's a real big sense of community, a lot of love for the animals. And we've even taken in snakes. We typically have obviously dogs and cats, and we're coming up on kitten season. May through September or October is a big time where we're taking on kittens. And through our services, we then, for that program and others, we do a lot of fostering as well. And, we really have created a culture in our mission to ensure that we take care of all of our animals the best and most compassionate way possible.
That's good to hear. That's always good to hear.
No.
I mean, I'm a big pet advocate. I can watch any movie and it's like a serial killer movie, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then I watch like Homeward Bound, and I'm like, this movie wrecks me. I can't like any movie with an animal. I just can't. I just, like Kenny said earlier, like we don't deserve them. Like they're just
Right.
Yeah. Well, I laughed when Kenny talked about the shirts. I might maybe like all animals and maybe 3 people.
Right.
When I think of that, it really comes to mind where people, like, I remember more of people's dogs' names compared to the people that I meet.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, there's Bosco, and I'm like, I'm asking my wife, I'm like, do you remember what her or his name is? It's difficult because I think we really do get attached to animals, and it's amazing the resiliency that they have. I mean, we're talking about animals that are in a desperate situation sometimes when they're in our adoption center, and we will take care of them every possible way that we can. But to know if they're missing an eye or a leg, they're so much more resilient in my in my mind, and they can go on and live a happy life, and we're always looking for that perfect family to pair them up with.
Right. Same here.
Where can we message you guys? Where can we get more information? Websites, of course.
Go ahead.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So right above me, blueridgehumane.org is probably the best way to find out a lot of our information. So over on the right-hand side, right when you click into that website, there's a little orange dog collar that says donate. And through there actually explains a lot of what our needs are at any given time. And I have to say, I think volunteers, resources like food are always appreciated. As I'm sure that's the same for Sharon too, foster parents. But I do want to say there's a wealth of knowledge on there. And one of the things that makes me proud as being a volunteer for well over 6 or 7 years now is the community support services that we have. So we partner with 7 local food pantries. We also have a program where we're with our local Meals on Wheels, and we offer them food. We've had ride-alongs. Yeah, we've had ride-alongs where you can go and you see that they don't, the people that you're offering food to don't have to share that food with them. They're getting the proper nutrition that a dog or a cat needs, and it's just heartwarming. We also do memorial gifts. So if an animal passes away, you could make a gift that is tax deductible, and that family will get a letter saying that a gift was given by such and such person. There's so many different ways to help. But that's where you could find a wealth of our knowledge on what we're doing, including our mission and values.
Okay. And for Boxer Butts and Other Mutts, we are on Facebook under Boxer Butts and Other Mutts, and Instagram. The website is boxerbuttsandothermutts.org. I'm in Florida right now. I'm not home, so I don't have the background.
Yeah.
But we also have community outreach programs. We provide for Meals on Wheels as well. We deliver food to them. We also, when people within the county need help with their pets, if we are in a position to, we do help them financially with food, what their needs are. Our goal is for, because a lot of rescues will require people, if they're financially strapped that need help with a medical bill, will require them to surrender their dogs or cats. We don't do that. Our goal is to keep the pet with the person. So if we're able to, we do help them financially.
I
But
think it puts an extra stress on the animal, no? To you know, they need so
exactly.
much medical help, and then to remove them from their family.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yep.
No,
And
to me.
that's a little bit about us. Again, we have the same sort of outreach programs that they do, and we have done events and things with them, and
Yes, bingo, come on. Like,
yeah, yeah. Oh,
it's
we love our
amazing.
bingo.
It's I thank you, both of you, and both associations, for what you do for the animals. It for me, animals have been a big support in my life. Have been there for. I always say, people are like, "Oh, you rescued." Unfortunately, a Boomer, who has passed, who is right here with me now.
Oh.
He passed last year, and I always said that he rescued me. I didn't rescue
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And
Right.
now Damien knows I have a golden shepherd
Oh wow.
husky doodle mix.
Oh wow.
Yes. He looks golden, has the temperament of the doodle, so he's very bouncy.
Oh.
Howls and barks like a husky,
Oh. Geez.
and is protective like the shepherd. So it's
Nice
an
mix.
amazing dog. Yes, 10 months, 50 pounds. So let's see where it brings us. It's
Yeah.
going to be a huge dog. So yes, animals are definitely a big part of our life here. CJ, thank you for putting this together and
Yes.
picking amazing people to represent this year.
Oh, my pleasure. It's always great to work with these charities, and I didn't even know about Boxer Butts and Other Mutts. Rob, the drummer from Crimson Moon, and I went up to check the venue out back in January,
Okay.
and the talent buyer up there, he was like, I told him we were going to have Blue Ridge Humane Society, and he said, "Do you know what Boxer Butts and Other Mutts is?" And I said, "No, I've never heard of it." And his name's Mitch McAbee. He couldn't be on here tonight with us because they've got a big show tonight. But he said, "Well, check them out, and maybe you can have two charities." And I said, "Hey, you know what? I've never done that. That's a great idea." And that's how I found out about Boxer Butts and Other Mutts. So it was through the barn at Paint Fork, the venue suggested.
Oh wow.
that.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're super excited to be participation in this.
Absolutely. And a couple of the bands couldn't be on here tonight with us, but I do have a little bit of information on them.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
But let's talk about the bands a little bit too, because yes, it's beautiful where the money is going, but who are we seeing on this beautiful day?
Well, as Kenny explained earlier, the lineup changed a few months ago when the singer couldn't make it out from Oregon, and so I recruited the Abby Davis Band. They're a great local band, rock band out of Asheville, and
Nice.
they specialize in hard rock arena type stuff, similar in style to the Who, Van Halen, Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
And they've got a song out there online. Oh, actually, it's on Sirius Radio right now, called "Day of Colors." So you can check them out on Sirius Radio. And Abby herself has performed with the likes of Buddy Guy and Parkland Memorial Concert in Florida, where they headlined. And she also headlined the first Day of Rock Festival, which was last year in Asheville. And
Very nice.
that's another festival that's coming up in Asheville, which is also a charity event.
So many festivals.
Right, correct. And so it's been triple for me this year, because Carolina Vet Fest, Avalon Rock Fest, and then in August we're going to be doing Day of Rock Fest 2 at the Gray Eagle. So, and I believe that's for the Chris and Vicki Cornell Foundation to help children. So
Another amazing foundation.
Absolutely.
But not for puppies, for children.
No.
So I mean, equally as good. Puppies and children, equally as good.
Right. But you can check her out at abbydavis.com. It's ABBE Davis.com. And if you want more information on her group, and then also Crimson Moon, you can check. You can just put in Crimson Moon on Facebook, and they should come up on Facebook and Instagram. They're a great local band here out of the Hendersonville area, and as Kenny was saying earlier, Rob, their drummer, Kenny and he and I used to all play in Euphoria together many years ago. So yeah, so and we do those reunion shows every few years. So, but and if you want to check out Avalon's Fate, it's avalonsfate.com. We've got everything on that website now. Links to all of our other social media network, YouTube, everything's on there. So we've got some live videos. So
we'll have an episode with Avalon's Fate also in the near future.
That would be great.
Once the festivals have passed, guys, because I think CJ and I are like, we're overly crazy with Vet Fest and Avalon Rock Fest approaching so fast. I mean, it's crunch time, but I'm on adrenaline. I work at my best when it's like time to like really, barely have any time, and I'm on adrenaline rush, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I think we'll get there. I promise we'll get there.
Absolutely.
So, will you guys be present at Avalon Rock Fest? Are we going to be able to meet up with maybe, I'm not sure if Damien's going to be there because, Blue Ridge is big. Are you guys going to be there to give out information if people have questions?
We'll be there. The Rescue Boxer Butts will be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I believe we'll have a presence as well. I'm not sure who will go, and I'm going to try and make it myself because it sounds like a great event. It's obviously a great cause. And it'd be nice to see you both, or all three of you.
It would be amazing. Amazing. I know CJ and I have a lot to talk about before because I'm the MC for the day. I mean, this is crazy. I never thought to be here. I started the podcast just out of pure. I'm stay-at-home mom, so I was like, I need something to do other than just focus on the children. I need to, and I used to be in a band, but I don't have time to make music right now. So I was like, let's an hour of quiet on a Friday night is doable. Recording with a 3-year-old is not doable right now. So podcast it is. And after a year and 4 months to see where we're at, to see the chance to be involved with amazing festivals, to meet amazing people. I mean, never thought this where like I would be after a year and 4 months. So it's pretty cool. And CJ, again, thank you so much for asking me to host.
You're welcome.
I still don't believe it.
It was like it was just right there in front of me. I was like, I just need to ask her to host it,
I mean, why not? Why not? Great band, great cause. New venue that I've never been to. Little road trip for us. I think it's something like an hour and a half away. So I mean, all stuff that lines up and points to yes for me.
We'll get you up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I love the mountains, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain at all. Is there anything you guys want to add that maybe I haven't asked a question you think that would be important for people to hear?
Well, if he already explained, I guess, how people can donate if they can't make the event. Of course, the proceeds from the event are going to help those two charities. And I don't know if Sharon or Damien think of anything else. Of course.
Yeah, I just wanted to add two things. One, CJ, you have been extremely instrumental in making this possible by any means. And it's got to be a great level of effort on your part. And I think when it comes to, I don't want to speak for Sharon, but it probably does mirror in the feedback I want to provide. when it comes to an agency or an organization that has limited resources and understands the demand that it takes to do this, to lift it, being beneficiaries of it and not having to necessarily be a part of the full coordination is extremely helpful. And so I just wanted to express on behalf of Blue Ridge, our deepest gratitude that you've even made this possible and that we are a part of it. So that's definitely one thing I wanted to say. The second thing is I know based on our website, there's a lot of information that's out there. And I think with what Sharon had said earlier, there are some people out there that you want to make sure they're when they rehome an animal, that you do everything possible to ensure that that family stays intact. And so there are different types of services like low cost vaccine clinics that we do. We also have free food giveaways that are on like the second Monday of every month at our warehouse, and also the fourth Saturday at the Boys and Girls Club in Hendersonville. And these are all different tools to allow people to actually take advantage of what we're able to provide and make sure that these animals stay in their homes. And so there's just an absolute need out there every day to take care of this, just like other needs out there, mental health, housing, pieces that I think, the need is too great. But when we're talking about animals, a lot of people pour their hearts out, and we are there just appreciating everybody's compassion and what they've done for us.
So we could see all of the events on the website. And I'm guessing, Sharon, we can see all the events on the Facebook page. Every time you guys have a bingo night, every time you guys...
Yeah, yes.
So just to make sure that you guys don't miss anything, make sure you follow them. I mean, it's two great causes. I mean, you get to play bingo, you help to get puppies and cats and a donkey. I mean, come on, guys. Like, a donkey. Like, I mean, I'm from Canada originally, so I moved down here, right? I've seen donkeys up there. But one of the neighbors not too far here has emus. I had never seen emus, so I am like it's been 2 years and I'm still working up the courage to be like, excuse me, can I go see your birds? Like, I'm fascinated by them. So animals of every kind just have my fascination. If Manda wouldn't stop me, I'd have a squirrel, a flying squirrel, I'd have a monkey, I'd have everything. But I'm limited to 4 cats and 2 dogs right now. We're working on something else, but it's going to take time, guys. It's going to take time. But it's great what you guys do with the animals, seriously.
Yes.
Especially giving them a chance to have a life.
Right.
Because, I don't want to go there, but we all know where an animal can end up. Right. And we don't want that. So the more you guys can have money, the more we can help these animals. It's and you guys don't have to look far locally. If it's not Boxer Butts and Other Mutts, if it's not Blue Ridge Humane, locally, everybody has somebody that's going to help out the animals.
That's right.
Right. And if you have the ability to foster, please do so. It saves an animal's life.
It does.
If we wouldn't be so far, I'd probably convince her to foster, but it's quite the ride. But
I've been a foster failure. So you end up fostering an animal, but then you decide to keep it. And we just did that about 3 months ago. And Xavier's a 10-year-old little toy poodle. He's a little man, but he's just really kind of lit up our lives after we had lost our Chewini. And he's just, I don't mind being a foster failure, but we do really appreciate anybody that could be a foster, bringing that animal into their home and giving them, that good quality of life.
And, this was my first experience getting a puppy. Yeah. Because I never had a puppy. My last dog was 9 months when I got him, so I didn't get the puppy stage. It's really cute. But, hey, I'd probably pick a 2-year-old dog next time. Kind of skip the puppy stage because, I have the toddler. So puppy, toddler at the same time was a bad mix.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They get the toilet paper and then both of them tag team it and it's everywhere in the house. So it probably wasn't my wisest choice, but at the same time, they're best friends. So I can't, But adopting an older dog is my point. there's nothing wrong with that. There is
No, no, absolutely
nothing
not.
wrong.
I mean, there's so much joy in adopting a senior dog as well.
Absolutely. Being
Yes.
knowing that you're their comfort
Mm-hmm.
for for whatever time, and giving them love and giving them time.
Yep.
You
Yep.
probably making their lives longer too. So,
Exactly.
I
you know,
agree.
it's not
Yeah.
nothing bad. So get your dog spayed, neutered, please, please. Like,
Yes.
we don't need more
Absolutely.
puppies. We need to
Right.
control what we have right now. We need to give those puppies a chance,
Right.
and those old dogs, because they're pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
We have an older dog here. I think Princess is 11. She's a
Oh.
Staffordshire.
Oh, okay.
So she's the old lady, and we have the 10-month-old puppy, which is, I love him, but it's crazy, guys. It's crazy.
They're on opposite spectrums.
That's how we do it here. That's how we do it. We have younger cats and like an older cat. So it's kind of the story, the circle of life.
Yep.
So before one goes, we kind of like get three. So it's at one point it should be a zoo, but I appreciate you guys taking the time to come on and talk and just kind of open up about everything. I mean, I would love to have you guys back on an individual episode where we can maybe focus more on Blue Ridge Humane, focus more on boxer butts and other mutts, show some puppies, and try to get some eyes on you guys. I mean, that's what I can do. That's what I can offer. So if you guys would like to, just communicate with me. If you don't have my email, CJ has it. CJ can get me in 2 seconds if he needs me. So,
Okay.
before I let you guys go, anything you guys would like to add?
I think we pretty
Any-
much covered, for boxer butts.
Awesome.
Anything,
Amen.
David?
Same thing for Blue Ridge Humane Society. And
Amazing.
thank you so much, Melany, for offering this platform to get the word out. And really just appreciate you and CJ again. Thank you. And Sharon, I appreciate you for what you do with
Thank
Boxer
you.
Butts and other months too.
Same here. And thank you for having us as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
CJ.
Well, it's Avalon Rock Fest 2. It's on
May 18th.
Saturday, May 18th. The gates
Yes.
open at 5. The show starts at 6 p.m. 4 bands. Each band's going to play about an hour. And the last band might play a little bit longer depending on the crowd and how things are going. So we want to have a good lengthy show, not too long of a show, but we don't want it short either. It's going to be a good event.
Well, we're gonna
And,
have food over there. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff to keep everybody busy also while the music's going on.
Yeah, it's a great venue. I'm glad I went to tour it, before we made plans for this event. But in case of inclement weather, we've got a spacious indoor facility. We can have it that can accommodate up to 200 people.
Very nice.
So, but hopefully good weather, and we're going to be on the small outdoor stage, and it's just going to be a good time. They've got food trucks on site, excellent food there. They prepare their own food, so it's just a really good place, and it's kind of out of the way. It's up off the beaten path, but it's worth the drive up there.
I mean, I bet it's beautiful out there.
Mhm.
So I mean, good music, good food, nice location, and amazing causes.
Right, and
sold.
yep, absolutely.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here and taking our invitation to come. So Avalon Rock Fest, May 18th. Be there. If you guys want some tickets and can't figure out where to get them, message me, message CJ, and we'll get you on the right path.
They're just doing tickets at the gate.
They're even easier.
Yeah, it's $15, and of course the proceeds go to help these two wonderful charities. But yeah, you just buy as you come in the gate. They're not doing pre-sales, so
Okay.
Even easier, so we don't even have to complicate anything. Bring your money. We doing cash at the gate? Can we use cards at the gate?
I'm certain that they take both. So
I mean, bring your cash just in case. It's always nice to have a bit of cash on you. You never know. The internet sometimes is not reliable.
That's true.
I'm telling you, I've learned. Thank you so much, Sharon, Damien, CJ.
Thank you.
Guys, it was another Friday night, another crazy Friday night. Tomorrow, you will see me in Gastonia at the Rooster for the Carolina Headbanger. They have the festival tomorrow. Amazing bands. So we'll be there with media passes for photography this time. Because we do everything. We just do everything. But we will see you on the NYXUS podcast next Friday. Have a good night, guys.
Thank
you.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.